Hello, and welcome back to Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate. Today, I'll be doing early deviants in more or less the order that they exist. So starting with Redhelm Arzuros, I'll do as many of those as I can do. And then next time will be the Snow Baron Lagombi. And just make my way through them. It'll take a while. I switched to my low rank armor. I'm still using my high rank switch axe because the only difference there is time to kill, and that just makes it less tedious. But this has like 100 and... ooh, maybe 200 and something less armor? Or defense is the actual value? What is Fortress Walls? Huh. That would be unusable on Aerial? Because you can't dodge, so you can't roll to do the main gimmick? That's pretty funny. But I've eaten. Now deviant time, because last time Red King couldn't beat it in 50 minutes. I think I could beat it now, though realistically I imagine I should upgrade my switch axe, because I can upgrade it at least once. I think if I hunted a whoyamacallit, Seregios. Yeah, this is Hunter rank 2 and up, which is why I'm using the low rank armor. If I die too quickly, I will... Though realistically, my guess is I'm probably only using this gear for one kill, and then switching back to the high rank, but... I'm gonna bring the max potion stuff this time. It's not in a good order, but I think it's worth bringing. Blue mushrooms, dragon toadstools, and god bugs. I don't need all of them because I can't use all of them, but I might have to adjust that more, but it should be fine. I've tried it once. I carded 3 times. It was the first thing I carded. I failed a hunt. I don't know if I've failed a hunt since. To death. I time limited on the one last time, but just from a dying 3 times perspective, I don't think I've failed in that way since. Paintball buff. Just be extra thorough. So I've learned about max potions. I know they boost your full health to full, so it's better than... I think a max potion is just better than Mega Nutrients for that, even. Because it's not much more expensive, you don't have to drink 2 of them plus a normal nutrient to get to full. So I have to try this. I'm gonna try using max potions first, like accept getting relatively low, and then work from there. If I remember correctly though, this is still basically just a big and fast Arzuros. There's not really anything noteworthy about it that isn't just design. So I don't really think it's gonna be that interesting. Like, it'll be more interesting than a normal Arzuros, but it's still basically just an Arzuros, from my memory. Like, if it pulled a... Oh, it's Cyndaquil, Quilava, Typhlosion. Like, if it pulled one of those guys, and its fur shot fire out in every direction, that would be interesting. You would add, like, an AoE effect to avoid. I think that would be more interesting than it being basically just a super fast, hard-hitting Arzuros, which is what it is. It's just fast and hard-hitting. There's a few differences, like that attack, but it's still which I forgot about, but it's still mostly just a bear. Just for the sake of it, I've never actually used a max potion in this game. Yes, exact same consumption time. What do I need? I wanted to carry something else. I think using primarily max potions is a bad max potions is a bad idea. But I guess I need to be prepared to use them. I couldn't dodge that. I think that would have been physically impossible. Also, if I'm this low, I could die in one hit, so it's actually a bad idea to try to play this aggressive. If I go through here and get one shot, I'm gonna quit. I think this is where I'd be better off Mega Potioning like once. Like, I think I should be trying to worry less about Mega Potioning to full and just worry about Mega Potioning to the point where I won't die in one hit. And then if I get hit low enough, it's worth max potioning. But I also shouldn't craft either any or more than 5 Mega Potions. Or I could just collect honey, which is an option. Yep, the thing with these monsters that are just sort of sped up, they always have weird, like, sliding. They don't feel as natural as the normal monsters do. Like, that sliding's not what I mean, because that's it stopping after running really fast. Oh, that's an obnoxious ground tremor, really? It falls backwards and then falls on its rear, but most of the force was sideways. It wouldn't have caused a crazy ground tremor. Oh, it is a full 360. Here's Mega Potion stay above one shot, which I can still get comboed to death. Would you think one of my carts, when I tried it, I got comboed to death? I'm not fighting here. Because that one's not an example, but when it does that 2-arm attack, it gets such a big step. But that one's actually like, it's a step, it's not a slide. So it doesn't look awful, it's just harder to prepare for when you're used to normal Arzuros. Oop. Worth it. Let's just oh, I just want to reload. Safe. Nope. That's not lucky. It's gonna be a fish. Sushi fish. Kinda helpful. You know. This one's less annoying than Dread King Rathalos because it's not flying constantly. But it's still another, like, I don't know, I expected more from Deviants to be like, more than just they're stronger. I was hoping for they're more interesting. They have more stuff that they do. Here it mostly seems like, you know, they're just stronger, faster. They have a couple different attacks that are more dangerous. But none of them are really, so far, 2 monsters, not a representative sample. But none of them have been particularly interesting. Like, I guess Dread King Rathalos had stronger poison, I think. So that's at least something. Which again is just more damage, but I respect stronger poison as a mechanism. Because it makes the poison matter more. It's like, that's not one that I dislike. Until I get to Deadeye Yen Garuga, and then I will hate it if they have that, because I just hate Yen Garuga. Yeah, like, those swipes, some of the attacks look very slidey. Well, one of the attacks there looked kind of slidey. Ooh, that was a cool spin. Oh. Like, I guess it does a bunch of these, like, super rapid tiny steps, so it's not technically sliding, but it looks silly because it really doesn't look like it should be able to step that quickly with how big it's, with how chunky it is, which I think is why it feels weird when it moves that quickly for like the double arm swing. It's a little more involved. Like, I don't know, a different mount animation could be interesting. Where they have some like crazy anti-mount kicking you off, so basically you can't mount them. Would be annoying, but... Oh. Come on, I wasn't even pushing forward that time. Got the reload. The swing didn't go, but that's fine. That's where I max potion if I'm not dead. Except I'm dead. Thank you. Actually, they saved me potentially. $65. That is... Oh, I was trying to do a weird hop that would let me attack. I definitely don't want to craft max potions in this setup. I definitely need more. Oh, I can get hit. Yep. And it just keeps going. I definitely need more. Okay, leave, please. Give me the sushi fish. Somewhere over here. It's already gone. Oh, no. I thought it was in the waterfall. Yeah. I'm really glad they got rid of the combination chance mechanic, because it's awful. It's like, oh, you gotta bring... Like, for max potions, I brought 5 combo books. I'm pretty sure, unless there's some combo with combo books, I'm pretty sure I would still only have a 90% chance to craft. And that's... Well, I mean, there's other ways to improve your combo. Or combination is more than combo, but... It's not a fun mechanic. And it's meant to be, oh, it's more challenging, but it's just makes it unpredictable. Like, you could get a hunt where it's 65%, but you get 100% of the time, in theory, assuming it's actually random. And not just like some pseudo-random system. Like, you would be able to just get lucky and not have to worry about the craft chance. Or you could get completely terrible luck, and it's 65, you get it 0 times in 10 attempts. Which is to make it so you have to mitigate it, but it's way more fun to not have to worry about that. And like, I do understand the... I'm gonna... Oh, that's complete garbage, hitbox. How does that hit behind, like, straight behind his back? That is complete garbage. That is about the most worthless hitbox I've seen on one of these monsters in a while. Like, I'm fine with the 360 spin attacks, but if you're gonna have it swipe in front of it, it shouldn't hit behind it. Like, hitting, I don't know, 270 degrees? Sure. 360 degrees is too much. Oh. They don't. I don't know. I want to do the deviants for the sake of, like, completion, but so far they really are not... There's just nothing. There's nothing here to make them more interesting. Maybe higher rank versions, but I doubt it. Like, I guess it's sort of... If it was, like... I don't know exactly what a hyper version of a monster is. My interpretation is it's a harder version. And like, if it's just a harder version of the same thing, maybe slightly different in one way, it might be faster, hit harder, that might be it. And it doesn't give a different moveset. But I don't know, making them like a different category entirely, like a deviant, but then only giving it a slightly different moveset, hitting harder and being faster, it's just kind of boring. Like, they could do so much more, I feel. Or they could have done. Maybe the higher level versions of the hunts come with more new movesets. But yeah, just kind of nothing so far. Because I already don't, like, here's sort of, I feel like a monster that's, I have not fought a hyper version of a monster yet. I'm just gonna sit here. Just gonna keep moving. Like, assuming a hyper version is just a faster, harder hitting version, I also think that's kind of boring. And like, if that was the normal version of it, that wouldn't be boring, but it's even worse when the deviants have like different designs. Like if instead of the usual attacks, Redhelm Arzuros did some weird, I don't know why, I'm only thinking headbutt because Redhelm, but some sort of like headbutt focused style of fight. A lot of charging like a bulldrome or something. Like bigger differences feel like they would be interesting. It is, it's just kinda, it's just an Arzuros, which is what it is. Like, in world it's just an Arzuros that's a deviant, but it's just not. I hope other ones have bigger changes, like I think the ideal would, and it still took like 20 minutes with a high rank weapon. And you get, I got 2 Redhelm Hunter ones. I think you use one for every component you make. 17 minutes is better than 20, but I'm gonna check real quick. I could check online, but I assume it's a direct craft for the weapon at least. Poison again. Why is it poison? So faster art gauge, I guess, is a reason to use it. I kind of want to craft it to see how upgrading it goes, but it's definitely, I have to do the get Hunter 2 to upgrade it to the next tier, Hunter 3, Hunter 4. Yeah, not worth it. The armor, Constitution, defense, and then the Redhelm skill. Which it doesn't say what it is. So yeah, no. I'm switching to the other armor, because no reason not to, honestly. Does this actually save properly? Good. I'm assuming it's still Hunter rank 2, maybe 3, but it's kind of just weird. I should bring combo books. That's all I'll bring. have to change these sets again, but... Redhelm 2, I have to capture. I'm definitely not going to be able to bring max potions because you have such limited space. Well. I should make sure I bring a couple max potions in case I die. But save them for death. I didn't pick up the quest. And it's still a hunter rank 2, which suggests to me it still should be relatively easy. But yeah, I don't know. If there's a unique capture mechanic, it could be fun. There probably isn't, because it would probably be more frustrating than fun, but... Okay, capture quest, don't forget. Do I even have strength? Buffs? No, I don't. I was gonna say it's gonna be faster, but actually... my damage should be pretty much the exact same. Because I went from medium to large, but I lost the buff from the Mega Demon Drug. My defense will be higher, so I won't have to heal as much, so it will be faster, in theory. And I capture it, which is higher than 0% HP, so it should be better that way too. Also, is my cat angry or really happy? The one on the bottom. I gotta hit at least. Worth it. Oh, terrible. Slide. Thank you. I wonder if... because, like, Dread King Rathalos, which I always in my head feel should be Rathian, but it's Rathalos, seemed better when it was tired. I wonder if I should try to get an exhaust weapon for deviants? So that they slow down, basically. Because they're very fast, and that's kind of... I hate this game. It felt like I was going to land on the other side, but I didn't. I got the stuff. The reload at least. Ooh, yep, I'm glad I didn't go for the swing there. I think this... what? Okay. Is it already tired? Okay, that felt weird. That was, I think, my camera work that made it look so weird. Okay. Agreed. Free weapon sheath? What is my cat? Oh, my cat is knocked down and confused. Okay. Thank you. I'm really glad that that surface is real and not something they can just go through. Okay, that feels weird. I hate that mechanic. Whenever I'll heal. It's a capture quest, I should not forget. I really do wonder if exhaust would be worth the relative loss. Maybe they're immune to... oh, it's a normal Arzuros. Come on, come over here. I want to compare the size, because it looks way bigger. Well, they're not going to cooperate. the Rude Roar. Yeah. Exhaust, if they're not immune to exhaust, would probably help. But also they could just be immune because they're special monsters. And they could just inherently be immune. So I should probably check before I even try to make an exhaust weapon. Ah, close. Yeah, still a ton of damage even with my high rank armor. My Palicos definitely saved me. Well, they didn't technically save me there because I didn't get hit because of iframes for some reason. But they saved me. It did a real spin there. Normally they don't spin that much. But I guess when they run into a wall, it helps them rotate when they're doing the slash spam. So it was actually able to spin and target me. What? I guess I got hit by the wind. I'm surprised they were generous enough to have it have a wind hit and not just have a huge AoE of full damage. I gotta feel sorry for my cat in this one scenario. Getting jumped by 2 Arzuros. It's a healer cat. It's not even a aggro cat. And it's also not dead, which is even more surprising. Oh, hey, that was lucky. Darn, I was hoping the Arzuros would block that for me. Oh. Yeah, no, nothing I can do there. It really times that swipe. It almost got redirected towards me there. That was obviously a bad heal. Greedy. Deserved. Just keep rotating. Yeah, it can't even turn around there. But if it runs into a wall, it can do a 180 super easily. It's a capture quest. Is it trying to change zones or is it confused? Nope, it's confused. That's weird. I should be drinking first aid meds. Is it going somewhere else? This should be a sushi fish? Okay. I want to check if, at least if Redhelm is immune to exhaust effects. Great. See that? That looks very slidey. Because the amount of up that it gets and the speed, it doesn't look like it should be able to slide that far. It just doesn't have enough up for its speed. Like if they just made it jump, I don't know, twice as high up when doing that, it would look fine. Because then it would be like a leap. But instead it looks very slidey. it also would be a lot more effort to have it do like a parabola. So, makes sense why they didn't, but... It looks like, assuming like 1.5 multiplier means it's 50% weak to it? Or 50% resistant, I'm not sure. But either way, that's presumably not 100% resistant, given that there's numbers a lot higher than 1.5. Worth it. I got the reload. And he missed. Cool. So yeah, it should be susceptible to exhaust. I have to assume times 1.5 means it's resistant to it. Mostly because the higher tiers have higher numbers, and you wouldn't make them weaker at higher tiers. Probably. Though it's a little confusing. Because, like, times 1.5, if it's... the application of exhaust is times 1.5, then it would be weak to it. But if the defense to exhaust is times 1.5, then that's stronger. That looked very slidey. But also it fit well because it was stumbling, and like stumbling backwards you can kind of stumble a long way. Yeah, those steps are way further than they ever feel like they should be for how short its legs are. Which just makes it feel... it's fine from a combat perspective. It's makes sense. It just... its legs are so short. And yet each of those is like one step. Which is just the issue with the, like, we just made the monster faster, stronger, more reach, without changing anything to make it look correct or reasonable. It's like the anomaly monsters in Sunbreak, I would say, had the same issue sometimes, where they just sort of slid because they're just faster than they should be for their animations. Because they didn't... I don't think they changed any animations, they just made them travel further, made them last longer, last quicker, whatever. But not last quicker, last less time. Wow, Redhelm's afraid of normal Arzuros. It keeps running away, which is good for me. Oh, capture, remember. I have to figure out where my... the tranks are way over there. Actually, I should check what HP this monster has, because I'm curious what sort of values it's working with. I had the page up just a second ago. That feels like that could have been a mount that just didn't behave. Oh yeah, so about... this one has about 5k HP. The one before had 3.7k. That hitbox was bad, because visually I don't think anything hit me there. So I guess not the hitbox so much as it is the visual didn't match, which is the hitbox, but whatever. Oh. Good to know that Arzuros standing up is enough to break a giant tree stump. I mean, being able to change where it's running is fine. It just feels like it knows where I'm going. Which it should be able to, because it's not that unintelligent of a bear. Limping? No. Even the Redhelm 10... I mean, I have to hunt a lot of monsters, so it's not a small number. Hate the roar. I wish it had normal Arzuros roar that did nothing. What is this video game? I'm not even gonna... Oh, the more I do these hunts, the more I can't wait. For the release of wilds. There should be a mount soon. Unless that knockdown earlier was a mount that didn't go through and it still counted. Okay, I think this... Okay, that was garbage. Like a full 180 there. When every other time it can't spin that much. It's weird. Good to learn. It's good to learn, but... It means the only thing to do here is just stay away. Don't even bother trying to be nearby. If it can spin 180. Yeah, I think like if this was Master Rank Arzuros, like the moveset and all that, I'd be fine with that. It being a different deviant is just kind of pointless. Like, I would enjoy this as a Master Rank version of Arzuros. Which admittedly this was before the Master Rank would have released, so... I still think it's kind of... not, it's a missed opportunity for something more fun. But I guess it's not even meant to be like a variant. Because this is gonna be so obnoxious to put down. Stop charging, please, because I can't place this if you don't give me space. Okay. Shoot, that was a real, not the easy one. What a waste. Hopefully I don't get ground tremor for too long. Yeah, like, variant monsters, at least in later games. Maybe these earlier game variants just weren't as interesting. I assume not. And maybe it's just, yeah, no, deviants are not even meant to be as big of a difference as a variant. Or whatever they're officially called. Like, Espinus to Flaming Espinus. They're fairly similar, but they have a different feel. Because it loses something and it gains something. which is interesting, I think. Like, there's a bit of a back and forth. There's something to it. Here it's just, oh yeah, it's stronger, which is not so much the losing something to gain something, but if it loses something and gains something, that makes it feel even more different. Because if it, like, it lost something so it behaves differently there, it's like, you don't need to add, or you can add more and take off stuff to have a bigger net change than just adding more stuff. Like, let's say you add 4 things, remove 1. That's 5 difference, sort of. But if you just add 5 things, then it's just... it's the same thing but more. It doesn't feel as... It doesn't necessarily feel as different, and it's more crammed, overloaded, sort of. That's fine. I guess next time I'll do another deviant. I'm still going to use the high rank gear because it's really not worth swapping. It's easier and that's kind of less interesting, but I'll hope Snow Baron or Stone... actually, Stone Fist, it has a bigger claw. It could be different. That could be one that's fun if it lives up to the potential aesthetic. Drill Tusk could be different. Like, some of these could... actually, if Silverwind is... is it Silverwind that's in Sunbreak? What's the Nargacuca variant? Lucent. Okay, no, it's Lucent, not Silver. Obviously, it's not Silverwind. But if Silverwind is anything like Lucent, it could be fun. Crystal Beards can be bad because it's... these are both can be bad because of the monsters they are. But I have hope for Hermitor, actually. And maybe Drill Tusk. Those ones could be fun if they live up to the potential, which Arzuros has no real potential to it. It's just got a Mohawk. Well, that'll be it for today. I could make the armor, the weapon, collect the weapons, because that's fairly cheap. The only issue with that is it's worthless. Because it's poison, and why'd I want poison over something actually beneficial? I need to check real quick if there's any exhausts that I can make. Because I wonder if it would be worth crafting this. I'm gonna cheat. Generals. Strong axe. Get out of here, bad wikis. I hate always having to type the extra, like, Kira Nico if I want that info. General Strong Axe can turn into the Beak Axe, which is Yan Kutku, which is not what I'm looking for. Because I'm explicitly looking for exhaust file, or exhaust element. Yeah, this is one that upgrades to Reconqueress, which was good in Sunbreak. Sure. I'm not gonna equip it. Oh, what an inventory. But I'll continue next time with more monsters, more deviants. So, have a nice day. Bye-bye.